There's something about young adult films, the melodrama, the angst, the chosen one energy. For some actors, those roles weren't the peak, they were the launchpad. So let's look at the stars who turned teen fame into serious Hollywood success. Let's start with Jennifer Lawrence, who became the face of YA cinema, playing the fierce and resourceful Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games series. She was the perfect YA star, not just because of her incredible acting, but because she embodied the strength, independence, and vulnerability that made Katniss resonate with audiences worldwide.
I read the books and loved them. I mean, it was like they were addictive. I read all 3 in like 4 days, and then I found out they were making a movie.
But Jennifer's talent goes far beyond her iconic YA role. She's been nominated for several Oscars, winning an Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance in Silver Linings Playbook, and is one of the most respected actresses in Hollywood. Throughout her rise to fame, Jen has handled stardom with grace and authenticity. Known for her down-to-earth personality and wit, she embraces fame without letting it overwhelm her.
You know, just like any human, I'm allowed to have my own boundaries and my own personal space. So I think, you know, that's a hard thing to get used to when you first become famous. You want to please everybody, and you're so excited to have fans that you don't want to be rude to anyone. And then after a while, you're like, no, I mean, you can see my movies, and I still don't have to like take a selfie with you in a bathroom.
Next up is Kristen Stewart, who made her mark with the role of Bella Swan in the Twilight Saga, a series that dominated the YA genre in the late 2000s. When the first movie came out, not even its stars were prepared for how popular the series would be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really like not worried about it. I sort of keep a very, trust me, I could go anywhere. People don't notice. I think I'll be fine.
But Stewart's evolution as an actress has been extraordinary. She won critical acclaim for her performances in films like Clouds of Sils Maria, which earned her a Caesar Award, and her Oscar-nominated performance in Spencer, where she portrayed Princess Diana to perfection. What makes Kristen a true Hollywood star is her ability to dive into all kinds of roles, each one unique and full of depth, while still keeping that mysterious, real vibe that draws everyone in. Next up is Shailene Woodley, who began acting at a young age, landing her first major role at just 11 in the TV series Replaceable You. She gained widespread recognition as Triss in the Divergent series, but her talents go far beyond the YA genre. Shailene's standout performance in The Fault in Our Stars earned her critical acclaim, and she continued to shine in the hit HBO series Big Little Lies. Shailene is a perfect example of how a YA star can evolve into a Hollywood heavyweight. Making her journey even more remarkable is the fact that she didn't fully understand the Hollywood machine when she was younger, which may have been a blessing in disguise.
You know, I started when I was 5, and so I didn't really see Hollywood up until a few years ago, like the other side of this industry, and very grateful for that, because I think that if I had gotten overnight success, I would have been like, peace, I'm out of here, I'm gonna go do something else.
Next up is Robert Pattinson, who, like Kristen Stewart, shot to global stardom through Twilight. But unlike many stars who get stuck in one role, Rob's career has taken an exciting turn. He's dived into independent films like Good Time and The Lighthouse, both of which earned him critical praise for his intense, transformative performances. At the same time, he's proven himself a leading man in big-budget blockbusters such as Tenet and playing the Caped Crusader in The Batman. That last one? It's the kind of role no one would have expected from him back in his vampire days. Not even Pattinson himself, but he pulled it off with style.
I don't know, I mean, it's one of those parts which felt extremely out of reach, and for some reason, something in my head, 2018, just, I don't know, it was just like one day I was like, you should go after this role and kind of push for it.
And last but definitely not least, Will Poulter. He first caught the attention as the awkward but lovable kid in the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and later cemented his YA star status in the Maze Runner franchise. But Will didn't stop there. In more recent years, he's taken on darker, more complex roles in films like Midsommar and The Revenant, showing just how far his range goes. Blockbuster or indie, Will always shows up and gives it everything he's got.
Whether the film is kind of, big or small, the challenges remain the same. You want to try and sort of have it feel authentic, and even when it's science fiction, you want to find the reality in it, right?
These actors have shown that their YA films were only the beginning. What started as breakout roles in teen favorites have turned into impressive careers filled with bold choices, critical acclaim, and serious acting chops. From YA darlings to full-on Hollywood powerhouses, they've more than earned their place at the top.